Mm. Right. Hopefully, hopefully you guys can see me. If anyone can see me, let me know. This is my first time streaming, so we will see. Hmm. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start working on this right now. Alright, so last time the sketch I did was basically we working on a reverse shot for Vaygren LT. So today we're going to be inking and we'll see. I'm hearing myself twice. Man, I'll figure this out eventually. Hopefully it's not that too laggy. So my camera is here and my monitor is there. So if you see me turning my head and looking this way is because the streaming is on this monitor and what I'm drawing on is right here. So until I can figure this out, maybe later on it'll be better. See, I'm hearing myself while I talk. Maybe if I mute this. Now I can hear myself. Alright. Let's start inking. Let me know if you can hear me or not. So I know if I'm doing it right. So right now we're going to be inking next. And hopefully this doesn't take too long. Welcome, welcome, whoever watching. What's going on? Anyway. This is going to be a long video, so you can always leave and come back. Okay, this is like watching paint dry. and I'm using TV Pin, by the way, my favorite program to use. I need to figure out how to have music playing, because I don't want to drive myself crazy, you know, so we'll see. I need to figure it out. Let me check again to see if this thing working. Huh, I'm not sure if the chat is working. If you guys see my text, please let me know. Guys, let me know if my audio is bugging or is it clear. Hey, what's up, James? Oh, so the text is working. That's good. Let me chat. How you guys doing today? Thank you. Yes, I've been doing this forever, and hopefully I can do this until the next 100 years, but we'll see. Everybody wants to be immortal, but we'll see. That's good. That's good. Trying to figure out a good time when to do live stream because I know everybody's at work and sometimes it can be too late. So I just have to figure out the best time to start streaming. Fingers always give me the hardest time to draw. Well, that's the game plan. You know, the game plan is to actually have Vaygren as a anime series, but we're gonna need capital. We're gonna need yeah, we're gonna need the funds. So I figured we're gonna do gaming for now, trying to get our capital up, trying to get the fan base up, and then who knows? Maybe in the future we can hire more people to help us um, turn into an indie animation. So that's the goal. Alright, almost finished inking this girl. Hopefully it doesn't take this long. Hopefully take me maybe 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see. See how long this take me to ink and color. Tag team fight. Well, yeah, yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to do that. That'd be cool to do. I always wanted to do a running, forever running game, one of those pixel games. But we'll see. Thank you. Yeah, I've been dreading doing live stream, so I said, you know what, let me try doing live stream. It's probably easier to knock out a lot of work. So I'm testing something out to see if it works, and if it works, we keep doing this and getting stuff done. By the way, stuff like this, because this is for episode 3, so and we have quite a few new scenes to get done. So this is new scene because so far you guys be liking the game, so we figured we have to keep the energy up. So we're going through the game to make sure we have extra content, and trying to make each episode better and better. So that's what we're doing right now. And hopefully we can add more animation without putting too much work or having any delays, because Lord knows we don't want any more delays. We don't want that. So Alright, let's do our mesh. I always forget to do the mesh sometimes. Like I'll be finished doing the artwork, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And then my partner's like, bro, where's the mesh? Or a fan would point it out, where's the mesh? So I have to go back and do it. So I'm trying to remember to do it this time. Right. Oh, missing something. It's a weird angle for the legs, but I highly doubt you guys gonna see this part. But just in case you guys see this part, let me kind of fix it up a bit. Again, guys, my monitor is on this side. Thank you, Under a Frozen Moon. Guys, you guys, I was cracked up on you guys' username, but that's a cool one. I'm using Wacom tablet. I'm using Wacom tablet. This is the 24. I have it in my description which one I use. You can check it. I use that, and I own this thing from forever. I think I bought this 2020. Yeah, and it still kick ass. Oh, what's going on? Yeah. You know, I want to get back into video gaming. The last video game I have a racing simulator. I'm not sure if that's real gaming, but I do a lot of racing games. But as far as like game, the last one I played is what's the name of that game? I totally forgot. But it's the last Demon Soul games, and I'm stuck at the boss. Well, actually, I'm stuck at the stage, and I kind of gave up. Every time I turn the game on, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go play it. Get murdered. I'm like, man, I can't do this. So I walk away. But one day, let's see if I can remember the game. I have it on Steam. Hopefully, Steam doesn't log this thing, because I don't remember the name. Library is right here on my screen, so I'm looking for it right now. What's this name of this game? Don't remember. Software games. No. It's a Soul game. It came out. Goddamn. I wonder if I type in Soul games if it's gonna come up. No, I did not. I'm trying to search in Steam right now to find a game. It's here. It's just don't remember the name. It's been so long. And of course, I'm not going to remember it because it's on PS5. See, this is how long last time I played this game, because on PS5, and for some reason I thought it was on my PC. So I'm going to Google it now. I played Demon Souls. That game, I didn't finish that game yet. Come on, where is it? Yeah. I can't believe I can't remember the name. Elden Rings. Jesus. Yeah, Elden Rings. Love that game. Getting murdered all the time. Yes, I do play it. Yes, I play that, and but I'm trying to get into drifting, but I need to figure out how to set up the drifting on that game. But I heard the new Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Yeah, well, she is a good character in that game, I tell her that, so. She is pretty good. But one day I'm gonna finish that game. One day. If you notice, I'm not drawing the eyes. It's a reason for that, because I'm going to be animating the eyes. Because this is a talking scene, and they have to have the lip flaps and so forth, so something is off here. Elden Rings, one of my favorite Soul games, but I can't finish. Dark Souls is I finished Dark Souls by luck, but yes, I finished that game. I wonder if any other good Soul games are out there. Oh yeah? Episode 4. Goblin. Yeah. Oh, okay. I just Googled it. Is that a game or an indie show on YouTube? Let's do the flip to make sure everything is right, because for some reason something feels off here and I can't tell what it is. And I hate when that happens. Yeah, I think it's this part. Something is off. You mean in Vaygren or just in general? Well, if you're talking about appeal, I don't know why I keep looking this way. Camera's right here. If you're talking about appeal, Fala. If you're talking about action shots or yeah, action shots would be what's her name? Evine. The least character I like to draw, believe it or not, and it's only because of something she has on her, is Alice. When I was originally designing her, I didn't think the crown would be a problem until now. If I can take that crown out, then I will draw her a lot. I like her design the most, but I hate drawing her. Well, the crown. Because for some reason I always can't get it right. And imagine trying to animate that. That's crazy. Let me know if I'm too close to the camera, because from what I'm looking at, my forehead is like right there on the camera. So maybe I need to push back a bit. Let me know if I'm too close to the camera. Alright, almost finished. Then I can get to the coloring. From high school, forever. 2003. I've been doing that until now. So, like, I'm old as dirt, so that's so long. I remember in high school, people used to come to my class and ask me to draw Pokemon, especially Jessica. I drew Jessica one time, and I showed my friend, and he ran off with it. And next thing I know, every other day, someone comes to me and say, "Hey, can you draw me Pokemon?" And for the entire time in high school, Pokemon. Then Naruto. Then more Pokemon. So that's how my high school was. Pokemon and Naruto. Well, in high school, I don't know, I guess joined Jessica with um, big watermelons. Um, People like watermelons, so they, yeah. Um, yes, I do. Don't remember where the art book is. I have a heavier in high school. I have like a art book. I used to draw a lot on paper, like a lot on paper. Yeah, I should. I think I redrew her one time in that same post. It's somewhere on the internet. I think if you check out my DeviantArt account, well, DeviantArt banned me for some reason. But if you can find it on there, if you type in Cyberunique, Jessica, that artwork should pop up. I think that's what I drew, and I did some other ones. But yeah, in high school, I used to draw a lot with pen and paper. So I have that book somewhere. Those sketchbooks, I have them somewhere. I think it's at either my mom's house or in the storage somewhere. I have to go find them. You know which anime that I don't really draw? And you think that's the go-to ones to draw is Dragon Ball Z. I don't really do Dragon Ball Z for some reason. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love watching it, but for some reason, I never really draw them like that. Right. So I think I got something. I have to do some cleanup because I'm gonna get yelled at. Like, yo, why is it so messy? So let me close some of these stuff here. Well, I draw. If I can count how many Dragon Ball Z I drew on one hand, I draw Majin Buu. Oh yeah, Majin Buu was the other one. I drew Majin Buu being very stretchy on who was it? I forgot some other character, and that spread in high school. So I knew I drew Majin Buu. I drew um, um, Gohan wife. I drew her. I drew I feel like I drew Bulma, and I am not sure if I drew the Android 17. I am not sure, but I feel like I did in high school, but I'm not sure. But I know I drew Bulma recently. Bulma and the other version of her. And the girl, you know that blonde hair girl who was she always have gun. I forgot her name. Blonde hair girl is in Dragon Ball, and I think she used guns or something. I drew her. And I think I drew her 2018, 19, something like that. I don't remember. But those are the last Dragon Ball female I drew. I never drew Goku. Wait, I'm lying. Yes, I drew Goku in high school. In the monkey form. What do you call that form? The level 5, I think. I drew that. I drew. Wow. He's the only male character. Wow. Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I think Goku was the only. I'm not sure, but I feel like Goku is the only character that I drew. Even though Vegeta is my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. I think Vegeta is mostly a lot of people's favorite character. Oh yes, Chi-Chi, yes. Maybe one day I will draw these characters again. Maybe one day. On my free time. We'll see. Alright. Now I think it's time to do the eyes. I have to make sure I clean my lines up and make sure everything is closed, because when you start coloring this thing, it likes to bleed. So let's do. Oh, and if I forgot to do the most important thing. Save. Yes, 100% agree. I feel like all the characters, out of all the characters in Dragon Ball Z, I think Vegeta is the only one actually have a, a proper growth as a character. I mean, I like Goku too. Young Gohan, when he transformed the first time to Super Saiyan 2, that's still my favorite. When he was fighting Cell with all the Cell minions, that was my. It's still up to this day. Is my favorite scene in Dragon Ball Z. That and Naruto when the Rocky fight. What's this guy name? The guy with the sun. I forgot his name. The guy with the sun powers. Those two scenes are my favorite scenes in anime. As far as fighting. Yeah, but Gohan is. Adult Gohan I like too. Yeah, he's pretty good. Did I close all of this? Let's see if I close all the gaps and clean up. Alright, there you go. That guy. Yes. When he first fought Gara in the tournament. I think that scene is the most favorite scene for everyone. Because it kind of reminds you of Dragon Ball Z. I think that is the reason why people like. I love that scene. missing? What am I missing? This look weird. I don't care for Gara character though. It's like whatever. Alright. I think I closed all the gaps, I think. Oh, need to fix this. Alright, so now for the eyes. So lock. Okay. 3 frames. And we're gonna turn on the onion skin. And let's do the eyes. Actually, let's put our eyebrows on a different layer. Scene 4, Filer. And since Filer don't really do anything with our eyes, let's put Filer eyes on a layer, same layer as well. Okay. Alright, so let's go lock this layer. I need to name my layers, but I'm too lazy. So what I normally do is change the colors. So it kind of gives me an idea what layer is that. Okay, so let's do the first eye. Let's clean this up a bit. Also guys, let me know if my stream is laggy, because I need to figure out how to get it not to be laggy. Actually, let me do the flip to make sure this thing look right. Actually, let's move this down. Okay, and her lips over here. So this is frame 1. Let's do frame 2. Whoa. What's going on? So when you do animation for eyes, you want to go, it's like 3 frames. So this is going to be halfway. So, my advice to not safe for work. All right. Well, depends on your goals. So, if you're trying to have a career in like working for like companies, we're talking about like Capcom, Marvel, Nickelodeon, all those guys, then you want to focus on your portfolio towards safer work and typically artwork that target um, target those companies. As far as doing adult, again, it all depends on your goals. If you want to be an indie artist or make games or um, sell merchandise or um, any other any stuff that basically doing adult is a lonely road. If you do adult, you limit your opportunities of working with companies because even though adult content will grow your skills as an artist as far as making characters look very attractive, it does help. But as far as a career for companies, um, when they Google you, like they're gonna type in your name or whatever, because that's what they do nowadays. They Google you trying to find your background, history, and whatever. Depends on your pen name. Some artists has two different persona. Good luck trying to hide it because it's very hard to have different styles. But sometimes doing adult work can stop you from working with certain companies because it's kind of frowned upon. Hey, Isaac, how you doing? So, adult world is pretty fun, but it all depends on what you cater into. If you don't care about having a career in art as far as working for companies, in all means, come to the underworld, and do adult. Though some artists, I believe, some of the famous ones started from adult actually. Rick, I'm not sure if I don't keep track on these guys anymore, but the last time Rick he was doing independent stuff. So honestly, I don't know where he's at right now. I'm not sure if he's working for Cartoon Network, but like I said, doing adult can um, increase his skill set as far as making characters look attractive and whatnot. But again, it all depends. If the biggest thing that companies looking for is an artist that can adapt to whatever style. So that's what they care for. Technically, nowadays. Back in the days, they take care for something else, but college degree and whatnot. Nowadays, it's all about skill set. If you can adapt the main artist that's working. So, like for example, if they have a show on Cartoon Network, and that's the main artist, any other artist they hired, they have to have the skill set to adapt their style. So as long as you can do that, it doesn't matter what the hell you draw. It doesn't matter what adult or whatever you do in the past. As long as you can adapt that main artist skill set, you get a job. And that's the biggest thing when it comes to artists, is able to adapt to someone else's style. So if we can adapt to someone else's style, then yes, he'd be working for Cartoon Network. Like I said, I don't know what he's doing nowadays. So yeah. All right, halfway, and we have to have the mouth slightly open. Well, I'm not sure if I answered your question. Hopefully I did, because it seemed like I was going somewhere else with the answer I was supposed to give you. But coming to the dark side is pretty fun. You draw what you want. As long as you have an idea what you want, you should be fine. Hmm. Something is off. Oh man, I messed up. Her lips look weird. You know, like I said, things are changing. A lot of stuff in society is changing nowadays, so it's not the same like before. So the 9 to 5 job is not really a big thing anymore. It might change, who knows, but things are changing, so it's hard to say, so something is off. What's going on? Hmm. Is this what bugged me out? Something is off here. Can't tell what it is. Mm. How I see it, if you don't have fun doing it, why do it? So if you enjoy drawing whatever, that's what you should stick to. You know, I always say it's you always have a audience for whatever you do. So um, as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. That's the key. Because no one want to draw something that they hate and keep doing it, especially for money. A lot of people hate their jobs. So if you can control this one, why put yourself in a situation that you hate what you do? All right, last frame. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people I know though, even as much as they want to do adult work, they're afraid of their parents or afraid of what people might say. And my opinion about that is, who gives a shit? Oh, I probably shouldn't say shit on YouTube. I'm still saying it, but yeah, do what you want. Don't really care what people think and what you do. Alright, let's see for the rapid. Yeah, that looks right. Something about filer is off. What's something on filer? Can't see it right now. Let's flip it. And let's save. Mm-hmm. Why are you here? This way. And push over. Much better. And something is off here. Right, choice way too manly. Let's round that up. Well, I didn't care to be famous, to be honest with you. I don't think I am. And honestly, I don't care. If it happens, it happens, but don't really care. And as far as goblins, well, we are thinking to put more, uh, what you may call it, monsters in Vaygren LT. So that's a part of um, the additional stuff we put it in. So we will see how far we go. We will see. Alright, so I think now it's time to head colors. We're gonna lock all these layers and we're gonna put a guide layer for the colors. Actually, let's do a mock-up so I don't sit here and waste time trying to figure out where the shadow is. Hey, alien killer, how you doing? Okay, so if the fire is right here, yeah, if the fire is right here, that means all the lighting is this direction, right? So the shadow is coming from this direction. So let's try that. Matter of fact, let's try something new. Let's do this. Let's cover the entire character in gray. what I'm doing right now is just to find the lighting. Okay, so all in shadow. All right, so let's start cutting away. Just me. I'm the one. Sketch, ink, animate, color. And I will sometimes send the artwork off to someone else to clean up my overlines. As far as the backgrounds in the game, it's a different artist that does the background. But as far as everything else, yeah, I do all of that. Live 2D, um, Colin, the programmer, he put the artwork in Live 2D and he do his magic. Oh, okay. I need to check that out one day. Okay, if the light is coming from this direction, so let's cut out the light. No, actually, it's gonna take too long. Let's do it the other way. We're gonna go from, I'm gonna do it the other way. Alright, thank you. You know, when you draw so much, you know, things get a bit, no, it doesn't get easier. Problem is getting artists to, it's very hard to get artists nowadays, to be honest with you, because a lot of artists, they already have their Patreon, they already are successful, and sometimes they don't have any time, so it's very hard to find artists nowadays to help unless you have real money, you know. So that end up you have to do everything yourself until you have the budget to pay a really good artist to stop what he or she is doing to help you. Oh wow, thank you very much. I don't know what I did. Maybe I drew Naruto or something, I don't know, but thank you. And thanks, Alien Killer. Yeah, this is a reverse scene from the campsite scene. So I'm just basically Colin wanted this scene like, hey, we need to add this because we need to have more interaction with the characters. I was like, fine. I knocked something out. That's what we're doing right now. All right, so I guess it's be like here since the light is shining. Jesse and Sakura. You have to kind of remind me because I draw so many drawings. I like to have a goldfish memory when it comes to drawing, to be honest with you. Like, if you don't physically show me the image, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But I'm glad that image that you saw make you become a fan. Guys, I sure don't know what image you're talking about right now. But I'm sure you know what you're talking about, because I don't. Alright, let's shadow. Yes, I do. I have them downstairs. I don't remember out of my head, but the next live stream I will have the books, and I will definitely show you. I tend to go for books that has real people. Like, I don't really buy the anime books that show you how to draw. I have a couple of them, but I don't really use them. I usually stick to real life books that show tutorials, and it's a really good one that I use to learn the anatomy of the characters. That's what I actually, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find them. I definitely have them for the next stream. But to me, those are good books. They're boring, but they're good. Okay. I think, yeah, I think this is right. I think so. Let's do father. I have a lot of books that I used to use in the back in the days to learn how to draw. But the biggest thing, if you really really wanna up your game and drawing, I highly recommend draw real people, portraits, a lot of portraits, a lot of real life people. That will increase, and not digital, paper, draw on paper, pencil and paper, because that forces you not to press the undo button. There's no undo buttons. That's how I learned to draw. Like, I have throughout high school and before I went digital, I think I got like I want to say 5 to 6, maybe 7 art books filled with drawings. And then I used to go to CVS or Staples, and I used to buy the printer papers, but the thick ones. And I would have like a box of printer papers. Like, you know, when you buy the big box and it comes with like different packages inside of it. And I would finish that entire big box just drawing on paper. So I have like stocks. Sheesh. I don't know how much printer paper come in that box. But I know it's over 1,000. At least over 1,000. And I used to draw every day. Every day. Because I used to suck. And I draw every day. Coming from work, tired as a horse. I'm drawing. Didn't care. I mean, I still suck now, but at least I'm a bit better now. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'm looking good. So this is the easiest way to find shadows when you're doing characters, so you don't drive yourself up the wall by playing a guessing game. It's just fill it with gray. Right, sometimes you can use gray for the shadows as well. Like, you literally can just put a color on top. I'm doing this like I can see my tablet, but you can just literally put a color on top of the gray and use the gray as the shadow. But because I have a color palette for these girls, I have to actually put the shadow colors. Alright, I think this one works. I think this is good. Alright, so now to call or let me go find the reference. Where is the reference for this? Everything is moving slow, guys. I don't know why, but just bear with me for a minute. Alright, character is Fala. Fowler, and you have Nix. Alright. Now to add in the guidelines. Yes. So what I do is, I found a trick, right? So you see this gray? Instead of using gray, I use gray with, damn, this program doesn't have the mix. Where's this thing? I use gray with a little bit of purple in it. It's weird, but when you had purple in the gray, so it's kind of, see if I can find it, see if I can create it for you. As soon as I can find the color palette. Right, I don't know where is that. What is it? Mixer. Yeah, there you go. So I'd have gray, right? If you can see my screen. I'm not sure if you can see my screen, but right here, like this gray. Like something like this. I use this color. You saw it looks gray, but it have a little bit of purple in it. When you use that and put a color on top of it and turn this to either multiply or turn down the opacity, it seems to work. Meaning for any color. Alright, what am I doing? So that's what I found out about using the gray sometime if you wanna find the color. Okay, so let's outline these things so it's easier for me to just click and fill. Close enough. But once you put the color on top of it, you just play with it until you get the right look you're looking for. But typically, gray will work. And if gray doesn't work, you can use a purple-ish gray. I don't even know what color you call that, but purplish gray. You can use that and play around until you get the shadow color you're looking for. Or what you can do is look on other enemies and take their colors. Or you can just take my colors if you want it. Doesn't matter. I think I have a color palette somewhere. It's a go-to color palette I use. So my question is, do you guys rather see me do a live stream or do long form videos, like pre-record it and then post it, or both? I'm talking for YouTube. For Vaygren character, I tried to use the gray, but Colin didn't like it, so I have to make up my own colors for the for their skin tone. As far as the virus though, I did use the gray, purplish gray, to find that color, and once I find that color, I saved it. So some of the characters I did use that to find the colors. Okay, good to know, good to know. I like that. I do live, yeah, because you know I was hesitant of doing live stream, but it's probably easy. It's much easier to connect with everyone and ask me all the questions you want to ask. And hopefully you guys can learn something. I just need to figure out how to have a background music playing without YouTube flag it. I need to figure that out. There you go. You know, I even have very plain pale skin color as well. I used to have a yeah, I used to do a more orange skin tone, and then after a while, it doesn't like it didn't feel very anime. So I tried to get colors that give you the anime look. So when you look at it, it feels like I screenshot the characters from a show. So that's what I try to aim for when I do my characters. I want to try to have a like a screenshot the characters. That's it. That's the idea. And what the hell is going on here? Something is off. Get to this. You know what? Let's do this. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, so let's not. I fix this off YouTube. Alright, so on the red guidelines. So this, what I'm doing, the guidelines is it's so much easier. So imagine if you was doing a lot of frames. That's what these guidelines are for. Make your life a lot easier and consistent as far as the colors, so you don't have wobbling colors everywhere. All right. Whoop. Yeah, I do that off something else. All right, there you go. Now to fill all these colors in. Bring in the frame. Turn off the eyes. Turn this thing off. Oh no. Erase. Okay. Alright. Let's try to color the characters. Let's steal her colors. Oh man. Yeah, TV paint can be a problem, child, sometimes. So stuff like this I normally when I finish color this, I normally send this off to the cleanup artist, and she will go ahead and clean up all the over color. I tend to do. All right. Shadows on her is done. Now for next. Do this. We almost finished. I mean, I should have put this on a different layer. Oh, I did. Alright, so when I do the base fill in, I go with a tool, and that helped me out big time as far as filling spots that has white spots. Like, for example, go to the bucket. Oh, damn, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Inside fill. So, see all this white stuff here going on? Let's click on the color, circle, just draw it over it, and it automatically fill in all that places that didn't fill. So let's make wide circles. Any fill in spot that I missed. Well, what a bucket missed. In that way, you have no white spot lingering around. Something feels off there, but I can't tell. Mm. I think I did all the fills. Not yet. You got this guy here. Okay. Okay, since that's done, now to fill in the light colors. Oh, wait, I gotta save. Always save. Damn, my forehead. Only thing you guys can see is my big ass head. I need to move away from the camera. Alright, thanks for watching. I appreciate you tagging and watching me draw. So I see you later. Alright, I guess the main colors is done, so let's do the highlights. Hmm. Okay, save again, and this part before I forget. Okay, so now for the eyes. So lock these, lock, now for the eyes. Okay, so now for the next one. going on? Oh. Almost there. Yep. Alright. Enough of the eyes. Alright. And put some highlights on our lips and we are finished. Now I have to go to file one more time to make sure there's no missing spots like what I'm seeing. Let's clean up all our white spots because they like to show up in animation. thought I got them all, but I guess not. Guess not. Okay, well then, that's probably good. Let's see all these white spots. All right. Seems like it's all done. So the background is sent off to the background artist. So once I get the background, then I can add it. But pretty much this is it. This is the scene. And I forgot to put our blush on our face. I'm always blushing for some reason. Alright guys, so I think I'm done. So this was my first stream, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watch me struggle finishing this scene. I know it's like watching paint dry, but it's done. So next stream, not sure what I'm going to be doing, but most likely it's going to be Vaygren stuff. Anyway guys, if you like this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Any questions, just let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.